Scorpio, and welcome to your September 2018 love reading. God, you've got a really interesting combination of cards here, Scorpio. I've already posted the general readings for September. Now, your central issue is a Justice card, okay, which is about Libra, represents everything which is Libra, grace, peace, balance, okay? So I think for some of you, there is balance being restored in this some sort of situation, but she's blindfolded in this reading, which means basically you reap what you sow. End of. It's the way the universe is made. There is no other law apart from that, okay? Now, so I clarified it. So what is this Justice card about? And you got Treasure Island. And what it's saying is that you're hitting that place of joy and love and very, very beautiful vibrations in your relationships. Because the Ace of Cups has showed up in the Environment card. This is what's coming at you. That is I don't really believe in, but the Ace of Cups, it's got such a high vibration to it. It's a very, very blessed energy. And if I'm not right, you picked that in your general reading, Scorpio, as well, actually. Now, the irony I've got in your cards, you've got two separate lines. And what's unfolding for you on a personal level, Scorpio, seems to be much more of an insular path. But what's coming at you from the external environment is the Ace of Cups and the Three of Cups, which is about good vibes, celebration, and love. So you're going to have to bear with me. And it's almost, this might be for some coupled Scorpios, there's a little bit of withdrawal in your relationships, okay? There's a little bit of, I'm not getting difficulty, I'm more getting a little bit of, you're not as connecting as much as you have been, but the Libra card will resolve that if you allow it, okay? For single Scorpios, I'm a bit perplexed actually, because you've got this energy coming at you. But maybe what you're doing is just taking your time and not rushing into anything. Okay, let me read the cards. So you start with the Seven of Wands. So these are quite defensive cards. Seven of Wands is a card, I mean, the door's half open, but it's definitely a card about being quite guarded, not sure about something or someone. So you're keeping this door half open, so you're relating, but you're still guarding your heart quite a little bit here. And the Emperor right underneath it is exactly the same. Could represent an Aries person, but the Emperor is not an emotionally forthcoming energy. The Emperor builds houses and the Emperor builds businesses, but he doesn't do well in the flow of emotions. And maybe some of you are relating with someone with these dynamics, or this is you, Scorpio, okay? There's a little bit of a need to, you're sort of pulling yourself back a little bit, and the outcome is the Hermit card, which is about going within, recharging your batteries. But the Hermit card's much deeper than that, because the Hermit card is about those times in life when we've been on a journey, quite a rocky journey, and we're stopping in order to assimilate and learn what we've gone through in our experience. And that's when our light becomes lit and we're able to be a guide for other people. That's exactly the way the universe is made up. We experience something, we learn, and then we help others, okay? I'm really intrigued why these are your cards, Scorpio. Very, very unlike. They're not energies that I naturally associate with you. but it's what's going on. I will pull you more cards. Your best path to follow is the Chariot card. So you're going to have to juggle out this need to be a little bit withdrawn and to assimilate what you've gone through, basically. That's what these cards are about, basically. And move outwards into your environment, because look what's coming at you. The Ace of Cups. Ace of Cups is the Eye of God, date with destiny, serendipity, coincidence. And I think maybe for some of you are starting a new relationship this month, and the message is probably very, very, very slowly does it. Okay, so you're engaging with this new love, but you're also being quite protected in order for you to process what you've gone through. Okay, now your hopes and fears are the Three of Cups. That's what I mean. It's almost like you're feeling putting your defenses down. You're feeling the Three of Cups. These people fly because they've released what was holding them down and holding them back. But there's a little bit of fear about letting go and just experiencing joy, Scorpio. Okay? Maybe some of you are still looking over your shoulder. Maybe some of you are involved with someone who's a little bit guarded this month. So you're going into fear rather than just trusting this relationship will sort itself out, because it will, guys. And if it's not, then you get a reading to find out what's going on. But there's a bit of fear about just experiencing basic and fundamental joy here. And when that happens, it generally means that you're still processing some sort of trauma you've gone through, or you're involved with someone who's a bit guarded and you're a little bit still working stuff out, Scorpio. Your outcome is the Ace of Swords, okay? Very interesting with the Page of Wands. So the Ace of Swords is a gift of sight. All the aces are gifts. They help us cut through confusion, lack of direction, in order to see things clearly and have a new vision. It's with the Page of Wands, which makes sense with the Ace of Cups, okay? Because the Page of Wands does sort of speak of a new attraction, yeah? This is a love reading. I wouldn't always read it that way, but in a love reading, it's about a new, quite often sexual attraction that's pulling you forward, okay? Which is exactly how I'm reading this reading, guys. But you're not fully opening to it yet. But what I'm picking up is it's like you've got one foot in one side and one foot in the other. So you're allowing and you're opening, but you're also retreating and processing. That's for singles. For couples, you might be a little bit withdrawn, or your partner might be. Everything moves through seasons. We're always moving in different, either open or shut. And it might be because you're focusing on the Emperor business so much that you haven't got as much energy for love. It will pass, because the Justice card is the fundamental message for you. Represents Libra. We're going into Libra season at the end of September. Okay. I'll pull you another card, guys, yet. Treasure Island. There is nothing to worry about here. The Ace of Cups to me is a treasure island, and so is the Three, and so is the Page. But some Scorpios are going through something, or you're in a relationship with someone who is, and it's making you maybe a little bit more in the hermit mode. But that's how the hermit has an experience. He goes in, he's ruled by Mercury, he digests it, he gets his light, and he goes forward. And every single thing in life is controlled that way. And if we don't go through our hermit experience, life becomes a bit of a mess, Scorpio. Okay? Interesting reading. I'll speak to you later. Bye.